The path to financial freedom. 10 habits of self-made millionaires. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you've built a life of financial freedom. No boss, no debt, just choices. The freedom to travel the world, pursue your passions, give back to your community. Sounds incredible, right? Well, here's the kicker. The habits that create millionaires aren't mysterious, they're strategic. And today, I'm breaking down the 10 game-changing habits of self-made millionaires that can transform your life starting now. But here's the hard truth. If you don't build wealth habits, you're building habits that will keep you broke. Scary, isn't it? Think about it. Every time you hit that snooze button, every time you scroll mindlessly instead of investing in yourself, every time you choose instant gratification over long-term goals, you're reinforcing the patterns that keep you stuck. Before we dive in, let me ask, have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about wealth but still binge-watched an entire season on Netflix? Yep, we've all been there. But don't worry, change starts today. Stick around because the last habit I'm sharing might just be the key that unlocks everything. Habit number 1. Millionaires set crystal-clear goals. Imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. That's what life looks like without clear financial goals. Self-made millionaires don't just wish, they plan. They know exactly where they're going, down to the dollar. They can visualize their dream life with absolute clarity. And it's not just about dreaming big, it's about breaking those dreams down into actionable steps. What does financial freedom actually look like to you? How much money do you need to have saved? What kind of income streams will get you there? Studies show people with written goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. It's not magic, it's clarity. When you write down your goals, you're making a commitment to yourself. You're creating a roadmap for your future. And no, your goal can't just be, don't go broke. Be specific. How much do you want to earn by what age? How much debt do you want to eliminate? What are the milestones you need to hit along the way? If goals are the what, then habit number 2 is all about the how. Habit number 2. Millionaires take ownership of their time. Here's a harsh reality. If you don't control your time, someone else will. Every minute of your day is a precious resource. Are you investing it wisely, or are you letting it slip away? Millionaires understand this better than anyone. They value time over money because lost time is gone forever. They treat their time like the valuable commodity it is. They don't waste it on distractions or activities that don't move them closer to their goals. They're masters of prioritization, laser-focused on maximizing every minute. Time blocking, eliminating distractions, and prioritizing high-value tasks are their go-to strategies. They schedule their days strategically, allocating specific blocks of time for work, family, personal development, and even relaxation. And no, scrolling Instagram to research millionaire lifestyles doesn't count as high-value work. Stop comparing your behind-the-scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. Focus on your own journey, on your own goals. But how do they ensure their time is always productive? That's where habit 3 comes in. Habit number 3. Millionaires read and learn relentlessly. Did you know Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading? Self-made millionaires are lifelong learners. They know knowledge compounds like money. They're constantly seeking new information, new skills, and new perspectives. They understand that the world is changing at an unprecedented pace, and the only way to stay ahead is to be a constant student. They're not afraid to invest in themselves, whether it's through books, courses, seminars, or mentors. Meanwhile, the average person spends 2 hours a day watching TV. Which camp are you in? Think about it. That's 14 hours a week, 56 hours a month, over 670 hours a year spent passively consuming information that doesn't move you forward. If you've read one book in the last year, congratulations, you're already ahead of 33% of adults. But imagine the exponential growth you could achieve by making reading a daily habit. Just 30 minutes a day can expose you to new ideas, expand your knowledge base, and sharpen your decision-making skills. Speaking of compounding, let's talk about the one habit that multiplies everything else. Chapter 4. Habit number 4. Millionaires invest early and often. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The second best time, today. Millionaires know the power of compound interest. It's like planting a tree that grows money. The earlier you plant that tree, the more time it has to grow, and the more fruit it will bear. They understand that investing isn't just for the wealthy, it's the key to building wealth. They don't wait for the perfect time or the right amount of money. They start small and stay consistent, letting the magic of compounding work its wonders. If you're waiting for the perfect time, let me remind you, inflation doesn't wait for anyone. Every day you wait, your money is losing purchasing power. The cost of living goes up, but your savings don't magically multiply themselves. But what if you don't have money to invest yet? That's where habit 5 comes in. Chapter 5. Habit number 5. Millionaires live below their means. Contrary to Instagram, most millionaires don't flaunt their wealth. They build it. They understand that true wealth isn't about showing off. It's about financial security, freedom, and the ability to live life on your own terms. They avoid debt, spend wisely, and prioritize value over luxury. They're not impressed by flashy cars or designer labels. They're driven by long-term financial goals and a deep understanding of the value of a dollar. Ask yourself, are you building wealth or just looking wealthy? Are you spending money you haven't earned to impress people you don't even like? It's time to break free from the trap of consumerism and focus on what truly matters. Fun fact, most millionaires drive Toyotas, not Lamborghinis. Who knew frugality could be so stylish? They understand that a car is a depreciating asset, and they'd rather put their money into investments that generate income. Once they save money, they don't just sit on it, they make it work. Let's move to Habit 6. Chapter 6. Habit number 6. Millionaires build multiple streams of income. Self-made millionaires don't rely on one paycheck. They diversify, whether it's side hustles, real estate, or investments. They understand that relying on a single source of income is risky, and they're always looking for ways to create multiple streams of cash flow. On average, millionaires have 7 income streams. That's right, 7. They have their primary source of income, but they also have investments, rental properties, online businesses, royalties, and other ventures generating passive income. Think of it as financial insurance. If one dries up, others flow. If they lose their job or their industry takes a hit, they have other income sources to fall back on. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket. But what fuels all this productivity? Habit 7 reveals their secret weapon. Chapter 7. What's the point of wealth if you don't have the energy to enjoy it? Millionaires understand that health is their most valuable asset. Without their health, their wealth means nothing. They prioritize exercise, sleep, and mental health because they know health is wealth. They make time for physical activity, whether it's hitting the gym, going for a run, or practicing yoga. They understand that a healthy body leads to a healthy mind. Think about it. If Jeff Bezos can find time to work out, what's our excuse? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's about making conscious choices to prioritize our well-being. Healthy minds make better decisions, which leads us to the next critical habit. Chapter 8. You've heard it. Your network is your net worth. Millionaires understand the power of relationships. They surround themselves with ambitious, positive people who challenge them to grow. They attend industry events, join mastermind groups, and actively seek out mentors and advisors who can provide guidance and support. They know that their network is their net worth, and they invest in it accordingly. Now ask yourself, are your relationships building you up or holding you back? Are you surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, support your goals, and challenge you to be your best self? If you're still hanging out with that one friend who says, money isn't everything, maybe it's time for new company. Remember, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Next, let's talk about their relationship with risk. Chapter 9. Millionaires embrace fear. They don't run from it. They understand that the biggest rewards come from calculated, educated risks. They're not afraid to step outside their comfort zones, to try new things, and to potentially fail. They do their research, weigh the pros and cons, and make informed decisions based on their assessment of the situation. They understand that every successful entrepreneur, investor, and innovator has faced their fair share of setbacks and failures. But remember, there's a fine line between boldness and recklessness. This isn't Vegas, it's strategy. They're not gambling with their future. They're making strategic bets based on their knowledge, experience, and intuition. Finally, let's uncover the habit that ties everything together. Chapter 10. The difference between dreamers and doers: consistency. Millionaires don't quit when it gets tough. They double down. They understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint, and they're in it for the long haul. They stick to their goals, their routines, and their commitments, even when they don't feel like it. They understand that consistency is the key to achieving any worthwhile goal. Here's the truth. Most people fail, not because they lack talent, but because they give up too soon. They let fear, doubt, and procrastination sabotage their dreams. They get discouraged by setbacks and lose sight of the bigger picture. And here's the real question. Will you be the person who gives up at the first sign of difficulty, or will you be the one who perseveres, who stays the course, and who ultimately achieves their dreams? Outro. You've just unlocked the blueprint to millionaire habits, but remember, knowledge without action is meaningless. It's not enough to simply watch this video and nod your head in agreement. You have to be willing to put in the work, to make changes, and to commit to the journey. Which habit will you start today? Pick one habit that resonates with you and commit to implementing it into your life. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as the compound effect takes hold. If this video resonated, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone ready to level up their life. Let's build a community of go-getters. And don't miss next week's video where I reveal the biggest mistakes millionaires avoid. It might just save you years of struggle. See you then!